Jonathan. Hi, I'm Jimmy, and we did this a couple years ago, and we're going to do another one because it's a new apartment. And I've yet to, and a new camera too, and I've yet to really take you through my things and show everything off. Chris, say hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Chris was here a couple years ago when at the old apartment we walked through my things, and he was kind of like, I was the host, but he was kind of like the viewer. So we're going to go through everything and just see what I've got, because things always change and things move around, and a couple of years can make a big difference in things you have. So Chris, where would you want to start? You told me to stand in this corner because you thought it was pleasure. It was pleasure to look
I love the arcades. I love DVDs, so
okay, well,
I thought it was a fun backdrop.
Okay, well, DVDs don't really. These are DVDs. This is probably 30% of the DVDs I have. Who cares? But I have some. Here they are. Look, there's Pez. Some Pez dispensers. Arcade One-Up makes these wonderful machines. They're fairly inexpensive and pretty easy to put together. It's kind of like an IKEA build. I'm telling you this, but you already know this. If you're watching this, you're aware that these are things, and they come with these risers. This one I didn't buy a riser, but there's this red little table. That's from IKEA, which, going back to IKEA. And the turtle one, I actually, since this is one of my favorite cabinets, I was like, I'm going to buy the stool as well. This is recently on clearance at Walmart, so I've got the stool on this one, and I feel pretty good about that. I still want the Simpsons one, but they haven't announced that one yet, so that would be probably the last one I would get. Chris, do you have like one of these cabinets? You could have one. What would be the one that you?
I want the Mortal Kombat one, but I would mod it and make it play like everything.
I got you.
Yeah.
So you put a pie on it and whatnot.
But that turtle one is the shit.
Yes. This is one of my favorites. Now, does anything else interest you around here in this area?
Demi Moore butt.
Yeah, that is Demi Moore. One of the first things she did was pose for the I Spit on Your Grave poster. She actually talked about it in her autobiography. She didn't say I Spit on Your Grave, but she talked about a rape revenge film that she did the body double for. So that is actually not Camille Keaton. It is Demi Moore. And growing up, you see that poster and it just sticks in your mind. This is too low, as you pointed out. They came in. This wasn't here. This was a fan when I got here. But I came in one day and there were men in my apartment taking everything apart, and my anxiety was just going out the roof. And they left with this, which should be, as you pointed, all the way up here, but it's not. But I hung things on it. These little Night Before Christmas ornaments. So everything has its place, and even things that don't need a place. This is normally where a table would go, but I'm a sociopath, so I don't have one. Now, what do we think over here? I guess this is more like, so this is the living room. This is stuff I'm currently, maybe newer stuff that I'm into. There's a current pop, or here's this. Some of this stuff will eventually get moved back to the toy room, but here it is on main display in the main room. And some of these are just like little keepsakes. There's Miss Kitty and Alice and Miss Cat and stuff like this. So there's some fun little things here, little sentimental things that we have here. A little bit of a Jaws thing up here, but for some reason Farrah Fawcett's there. But it looks like she's on a beach, so it kind of would work out, I think, in some ways. So we're just going to walk over here.
Sure.
How's that going to hit you? Man? Now, these are from the Haunted Mansion, from the stretching room, from the Haunted Mansion. This is the Magic Kingdom. The year I was born, 79. This was the map in 79. That's what it was. I wasn't like, I didn't type in Magic Kingdom 79. It's what it was. I'm like, what a perfect year for me to have that poster of the Magic Kingdom, which this is, I think, the 50th. We're in the 50th year of the Magic Kingdom. So kind of nice how that works out. This is the TV. It's brand new. There are all kinds of things down here. I don't know if anything interests you down there. Probably not. But you can always say if and I'm drinking coffee. There's nothing in this. It's not spiked or anything like that. What about over here?
Shredder.
Yeah, there's Shredder. Hey, look. This is my Boglin. Tim Clark is back, and Boglins are now a thing again. I did not have one growing up because Mom bought me one of the small ones and not the one that came in a cage. So now I have this guy in a cage. It opens up. It looks exactly the way they were when I grew up. These are coming to Walmart fairly soon. Is that getting me? I'm not sure that's getting me. Okay. This is new, so I see you with it. I'm like, is that working? I just want to make sure. But anyway, Boglin. Anything else on this shelf? Well, I see some interesting things down there, but there's Billy Bob. This is a mess, but it does work. This Pac-Man thing, available at any local Walmart. Here we have some I Eat Poop. That's a public access show that people did back in the day. Well, there's a light. There's a light. All right, what else we got?
You can get some stuffed animals, some plushies.
Oh, there's a lot of guys down there. There's my Pet Monster. I realize it doesn't have handcuffs. Don't write in and don't comment that it doesn't, because I just don't have them. And there's some other fun. There's my Gremlin from Trick or Treat Studios. We got some Halloween candy that's left over, because you have to have some leftover Halloween candy for when the kids come over. I'm not sure what that meant, but I do have that. I do have this sandworm. These are some films that people have produced. More Elvira. This is the H. This is from Showcase Cinemas. It's one of the H's that would be on the sign. My last name starts with H, so it just kind of worked out. That I got an H. I felt pretty good about that. Walking through the hallway. This is signed by Linda Carter. I wasn't there. Someone did it for me. Very nice of them. And we're walking into the kitchen. And here's my kitchen. I kind of have a thing for cereal. So we've got some cereal here. Some of them are vintage. Some of them are the re-releases. Some of them are the Funko ones that just kind of have fun stuff on them. Got a lot of cereal stuff here. Got Blueberry and Count Chocula. These guys here, Frankenberry, hanging around here around the peripheral. You got to have your top 3 guys in your kitchen. We've got today's special is a hamburger Happy Meal. It's $1.99. It's a little dated because they're not $1.99 anymore, but you know, that's what it is. Every hour on the hour we have a hee-haw clock that goes off to remind me that I'm old. I did not buy this Jeffrey Dahmer clock. I want to point this out. That this was given to me by a friend because his wife said I don't want it in my house anymore. So it now lives in my house with my cereal. This was stolen from Taco Bell. Back in the day, when the special editions came out, they had the Star Wars promotion, and we took a bunch of those. So there. Faces of Death. I saw Faces of Death at Village 8, and that's a thing that said, "Congratulations, you survived Faces of Death." And just more cereal stuff around the peripheral. This is my favorite hamburger Happy Meal. My favorite hamburger Happy Meal McDonald's was the Ghostbusters promotion. I don't remember what year. Maybe it was 85 or 86. But I got the entire collection of the toys and put them in this case. I don't have the box, but I would like to have the box at some point. They can be kind of pricey on eBay. And just little bits of fun here. We've got some little cards. Cyndi Lauper, Return of the Jedi, The Dinosaurs Attack. Harry and Henderson's. Remember that? Yeah, there you go. And just a lot of fun here in the kitchen. So we got this cat clock, because you have to have a cat clock if you're an obnoxious person. You have to have at least one somewhere in your house, and this is my one cat clock that I have. I guess we're going into the toy room. Let me close the bathroom, because that's kind of foul. And we're going into the main room. And did I do any fixing up on this today since we were filming? No, I did not. It's just a mess. Well, I always wanted a peg wall. I've always wanted to get pegged. I'm going to cut that part out. I've always wanted a peg wall, so this was my attempt at making my first peg wall. They're pretty cheap to make. You can just go like a Lowe's and buy the background and buy the pegs. And then anytime you want to go and flip through some figures and make you feel like you're young again, well, you can certainly do that. I think it's pretty cool. We still got some on the walls. A lot of these are the re-releases of the stuff that Ghostbusters, and these were the Turtle movie star figures that just came back out. So a lot of it is re-released and not so much original, because everything old is new again in the world we currently live in. But those Spice Girl dolls are real legit. Those are the ones from the 90s. I do have those. There's actually a Ken doll of me at one time. It used to have a box that came in, but he's not in a box anymore, so he's kind of hanging out down there. You have to have at least one Beanie Baby, so this is my Peace Bear. Now, these are actually the turtles I grew up with. These are the turtles that I had as a kid. This isn't all of them. They're not all on display. But these are the ones I liked a lot. That's my original Woody doll. I was in high school when I bought it, so there's not a whole lot of weird... It's that nostalgia of being a teenager who bought it. But I am still a fan. Of course, Freddy doll in package. I like the big Galoob and Matchbox dolls. You pull the string. Of course, Urkel is up there too. Moving on down, just some random horror type stuff. Here's the little Freddy candies. Still has the candy in there. Can I take your order? That's what Freddy says on that one. Each one has a little funny saying from Freddy Krueger on it. So there's that. Panning down, here are my studio passes when we went to the Nickelodeon studios in the 90s. Mom found those recently, so that's pretty cool to have. Where the wall things are down there, and then some Batman 66 figures down there as well. Moving on over to this bookshelf. The Master P doll. I lost his sunglasses, so I cut those out with construction paper because he needed to have sunglasses on. It felt important. This is signed by John Kay. That's my friend Billy in a bathtub. I don't know why that's there, but the less said the better. Moving on down with some Hanna-Barbera stuff here. We have one of my favorite things ever, the coming out of their shells. They had to change the name, probably because of the thing with Pizza Hut, but now it's the musical Mutagen Tour. Big fan of these figures. Took a while to find them, but I'm glad NECA made those. Just more random. This is more cartoony stuff down here.
I like the Eureka's Castle
Eureka's
puppets.
Castle guys are up there. Magellan and
Betty.
Eureka there. Batley. Ren. I don't know what Ren is doing. He's mounting Betty. I don't think I did that on purpose, but it looks very peculiar. Here's this guy that was in the Teddy Ruxpin. I forget what these were called, but I always use this for different things. Filming different things. So yeah, there's a closet. Let's close that. These are original cells from He-Man. I've probably showed these off before at other places where we film this stuff, but these are actually used in the show. I imagine that one is too. All kinds of stuff here. There's me and Alice. My friend Megan had this done for me. Someone did that. Thought that was pretty cool. BB-8, of course, the original BB-8 from the toy episodes. There's a Yak Back. Remember these?
Yeah.
He doesn't work anymore. He needs batteries, but it does this kind of stuff. So there's that. I don't really have anything interesting behind it. It's weird that there's nothing behind this door.
It's supposed to be Cindy Crawford.
Like you would. Oh, that's in the other room. I don't know why. It's in the bedroom as opposed to here. I mean, well, of course, working way down. Star Wars is this kind of Star Wars. There's some vintage stuff there. There's Jabba back there. Happy Meal toys. Some Funko stuff there. We kind of have a He-Man section. This is all vintage, not stuff I grew up with, I don't think, but stuff I've acquired. So below that we've got Gremlins stuff, a lot of the NECA Gremlin stuff, some of the older stuff there. Gremlins on VHS, the little guys from the Hanukkah thing, or whatever, the Advent the Advent thing I did over Christmas. People might remember that. Some of the little toy or the candy things from show up when one of these up and eat it. Toxic Shock. And then Ghostbusters. So this is probably one of my two favorite properties back to back. Of three, talking to He-Man. So getting into Ghostbusters section here. We've got some Filmation Ghostbusters stuff here because they have to be included as well. These are gone now, but I had some Stay Puft Marshmallows at one time. These are probably coming out again with Afterlife coming out. These were caffeinated. I got these at Universal. So I really dug those. We've got, for you fans who look like the Jeff Dunham, we've got the Walter puppet, who's just kind of there. I don't know, I just have stuff. Some stuff that was signed. Tenacious D signed this Steak and Shake. You were there for this, right?
Yep.
Signed this Steak and Shake hat. as well as Kane Hodder. Just had a birthday recently. Happy birthday, Kane Hodder. Signed this. I didn't draw this. Some girl was in class with a guy who drew this. She gave it to me. It's one of the weirdest things I own, really, because it's like a starry sky, and there's Kane Hodder, and Jason. It's just weird. And I showed it to him, and I said I didn't draw this, but he didn't believe me. But he did sign it. So I thought that was pretty cool of him. And Doug Bradley signed this, which is the assembly to put together a puzzle box. Because back in the day, I was like, oh, it's a Hellraiser thing you could buy. Now you can buy Hellraiser at the Walgreens. But back then, and I cut out a piece of it out. I don't know why I did that. It doesn't make any sense why that's the thing that I did. But Doug Bradley did sign this. So here's that's just some fun, like, mementos.
There's stuff in there.
There are some things. Well, there's signature. There's autographs.
I don't want to be on the camera.
Why you just turn it on? Do what?
Let's go.
Okay, so we're in the bathroom now, and for some reason I have autographs in my bathroom. I have Tom Savini. I have, is that Mankind?
Yep.
Okay, I've got that. The infamous Melissa Swan signature autograph that someone gave me for a birthday that is always in every bathroom I have. I don't know why, but that seems to be the way it works out. Dick Miller, one of my favorite autographs because I love Dick Miller from 1,000 films he's been in. And going all the way over, we have Joe Dante, who signed that Gremlin shot there from Gremlins. Also, we have Corky Romano, who's actually no. This is who signed this? Bruce Campbell.
Yep.
Bruce Campbell signed this on Halloween. Wow, 2001.
Holly
Well,
Cook.
this will be 20. Is this we're about to hit 20 years?
Yep.
Oh my God, that's incredible. Okay, so that was the apartment. Really, this was nice because I wanted to test out the new camera and do some editing with the camera. So thank Chris for filming this just to see all the stuff I've got. Now I'm going to hide the Easter eggs, and Chris is going to find them. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Okay, you can turn the camera off now.